We'll see what it does.
Runs it off next door.
Yeah, probably does. Run it in there off the medium tyres. And he is the only driver out on track, apart from not going to be setting a lap. And this time round, he just hit that right hand side curb, didn't he? And started to spin. Lucky, somehow he managed to avoid the curb. Internet is bad. Bad's an understatement. Welcome back, saying Becca. Yeah, of course, Becca's watching because she's out in quali. She's going to start in last. So I'm not sure if you just mistimed it there, to be honest. So yeah, Chaz is now in the pits. Sully and Bradfield on outlaps. And they are the only two cars on the track at the moment. Take two, saying Tango. Yeah, Tango's obviously. Oh, I was about to say he's always leaving the session himself, and he's literally just come up saying Tango's left the session. I was about to say that. Oh, unbelievable! You can't make this up. Nightwing's retired in the pits. He's safety through to Q3. He's going to be starting in 10th low because of that Q3 ban he's got. As you're about to see Sully. Yeah, there we go. He's already telling me our internet's crap. Sully comes across the line. He's going to be starting his lap on these medium tyres. Then he set his first lap on the softs. So yeah, it's just Nightwing from the top 10 on the softs at the moment. Let's have a look what his sector 1 time is going to be for the next couple of corners. Tango's joined back. Yeah, Bill, if you could send Tango a few more invites, that'd be great, because he's already been there now. And he's down through sector 1, Sully, and so he's down on the time he set on the soft tyres, which was obviously holding back a bit, unless he made a mistake. But as it stands with this lap, he's not going to be improving. Looking pretty tight so far. And have a look at this. Fitted tyres. We've got 5 cars. The cars between 6th and 10th. All 5 of them are on the soft tyres in the pit centre. It looks like they might be going for it. Well, they might just come out on track and see what the cars behind them can do. And it might be a chain reaction. If one of them goes, the rest of them might have to go. Work its way up. And then Crooksy could be the one to lose out, because he's in P5 with time in the pits. And Sully is a 10th.5 up through sector 2 then.
What's Tango's gamer tag?
It's T_A_. Oh, it's too much to read. Have a look. Sully's now going to come onto the straight. Yellow flag because Tango's tight in the pits. He should be through. DRS is open for Sully. Crosses the line and he is up to P4. That's sector 3. He must have gained all that time. That's where he's holding back on his first lap. Up to P4 for Sully. Ahead of Rick, ahead of Crooksy. You'd think he's going to be through on the mediums. We've got a long way back now to Bradfield. Now swoops back in. Bradfield does.
There is.
And he's hit a bit of the curb there. He hasn't lost out too much. It's this curve he's got to avoid, and he's hit it, and he's going to be spinning it.
Yeah.
And he's not lost his wheel, but as soon as you clip that curb, that is it. You are gone. So Bradfield is out. He's in starting 15th.
Is it Tango 348?
No. Have a look. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sean's retired. Denzo's retired in the pits. So they are happy with their time. Sean's obviously left it too late, so Sean is going to be out then in Q2. Bradfield is obviously next, but he's going to be coming in the pits. He's got, well, hardly any front wings. An understatement. Shadders is going to be next to start a lap. We've got the McLaren of Nunda on an outlap on the soft. Chaz has gone the softs too. Siege has gone the softs too. Cowie stayed in the pits then. Farf stayed in the pits. So Farf is out. Tommy is out. Bradfield is out. Sean is out. It's only Shadders that can actually get themselves out of that drop zone. The other 4 drivers are definitely gone. And Shadders going on the medium. It's a big ask for him to do. He's got to find over half a second to push Siege down. I can't see anything changing unless this is a phenomenal lap from Shadders here. So you see everyone else will probably retire in the pits. Nunda is on a lap. I'm not quite sure why. He doesn't need to be unless he wants to start on the stops, but I wouldn't see why. And Shadders is a 10th up then through sector 1, and he's hit a bit of that curb. We saw Rempo hit that curb yesterday and go spinning. That's a nice line there from Shadders. We can straighten it up. He straightened it up really nicely too as well. Shadders definitely would have gained some time there. Don't rule this out for Shadders, you know. And Cowie could be in danger because Siege is on the lap on the softs. I'm sure he's going to find some unreal amounts of time there on the soft tyres. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, there he goes. 3.5 temps up. If he sets that lap, he's going to go up. Unless, obviously, he makes a mistake. On board with Shadders now as he's about to come out of sector 2. He avoids the Bradfield curb. And yeah, he's lost a bit of time. He's only half a 10th up now. He could still get ahead of Farfo, so he's still absolutely going to go for it. But I can't see Shadders finding a few temps around the last couple of corners. So I do think that's all done and dusted then again, a bit of an anticlimactic Q2 really, and Shadows is actually coming in the pits, so I reckon he'd have lost time for the last couple of corners. Comes in the pits there, Leo R5 going out, Bradfield 15th, Tommy 14th, Shadows in 13th, Farf 12th, Sean 11th. Doesn't underset his time? No, he doesn't. He backs out of it. He knows he's safe. And Siege, I should think he'll do the same thing. I think he'll back out and just come into the pits because he's safely through now. He should know that too. Is he going to go for it? Yeah, he comes into the pits. So he's going to start on the mediums too. We have a look at best now. So there we go. Knightley's going to be starting 10th on the softs. Obviously with that Q3 ban, and the other 9 cars going through will all be starting the race on the medium tyres, so there we go. A lot of them will be looking for that one-stop strategy. That's Q2 done, and we move into Q3. And so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far my internet's been holding up.
It has.
It'll probably go off in a minute, won't it? Yeah, Bradfield, that is a danger. Obviously, with those medium tyres, saving the one run to the end. If you invalidate or if you spin and hit the wall, you're done. You're not going to set a time. Incredibly close there between Sean and Farf. 4 thousandths between them. It was a bit of a gap, though, between Sean and Siege. Half a second, nearly. So the top 10 were clearly through. We have got both Alfa Romeos, both racing points, both McLarens. And then there's a Ferrari, a Williams, a Renault, and a Haas. No Mercedes, no Red Bull, no Alpha Tauri in Q3.
Yeah, if your internet goes off, Jack, then I'll start it up again, and then you can.
And then yours will go off, and then we'll go around in
yeah,
circles and things like that.
Yeah.
Usually, what it does for me is it just comes up with a black screen with a recording sign on it, or a warning sign on it when mine goes. I'm not sure what that's all about because it's obviously something different to a connection issue. I don't know if that just means it's too slow and yours is intermittent and it cuts out or whatever. Nightwing's already retired. There we go. So he's going to be starting down in 10th. Yeah. Unless, mind you, we've seen this before, one of the 6 cars below doesn't even set a lap. Anyway, let's follow the action then.
Denzo's first.
He likes being first out, doesn't he, Denzo? He's said this before. Nightwing saying, trust me, I don't have a plan. Yeah, we gathered that from him starting on the soft, so he's going to have to either drag it out and go 9-10 laps on those softs, which we saw was possible last night, and do a soft-hard strategy. Or he'll want to be aggressive, though, starting further down than where he should be. He'll want to be aggressive and go on the attack and overtake some of the cars in front, but in doing that, those tyres only last about 6 or 7 laps, and hard to the end from then. It's going to be a really big ask. And a 2-stop here, you just lose too much time. It could be something Nightwing does, though. We know he's incredibly quick, as he won last week, so he might go for the 2-stopper and then just put in some fantastic laps. See, and Chazza, we're all going through Sector 2 at the moment. Denzo's about to change that as he now goes through Sector 3. Start Sector 3 anyway. Can I rejoin, saying Nunda? What does he mean?
Probably left.
If you've been kicked out of the session, then yeah, of course you can rejoin. That's what all the 5 invites are for that I sent you. Dan's in the comments saying check Discord message. Yeah, Dan, I've seen it, mate. That's fine. You'll obviously do what you can. Nightwing saying try to delay his invite. Nunda's got about, everyone's got about 5 spare invites. It's obviously we can't send them when we're streaming, so well, we can if there's a break in play, but Q3 there isn't. Make sure always everyone always gets about 5, unless you tango, you get about closer to 50 because we know he's in and out of the session with his connection issues. So Denzo then 27-3 through Sector 1. It's a delight to watch, isn't it? He's so quick. And look at this, he gets his line absolutely perfect. Every time there I lose the back end, but he's absolutely fine. Oh, he nearly went 4 wheels off there though. He's pushing it. He locks up there. He still somehow manages to avoid the curb. You know he runs with no assists. He's in complete control of that car. And he's taking so much of the curb, but he knows the limits of it. He knows the track's inside out. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's Denzo and his Alfa Romeo. What a team that is though, Denzo and Cowie first and second last year in the standings. Of course, Cowie's not got any points yet after the first couple of races, but he'll be looking to change that today. So Denzo now, I think, is that Chaz that's backed out? It is Chaz that's backed out because he's invalidated. We're now watching Denzo. Let's see, what time can he do? DRS is open. Denzo comes across the line. It's a 1:24.6 from Denzo.
Jesus
Incredible
Christ.
lap. And I'd be amazed if that is beaten. But if anyone can, Tango can. Tango's coming behind. He'll probably kick him from the session as he's about to cross the line, knowing his luck. Here he goes then, Tango. DRS open. He comes across the line and he's 6 tenths off Denzo. So P2 for Tango as it stands. Next up's going to be Crooksy and he goes up to P3. Still a tenth behind Tango. Next is the Racing Point. Chaz has come into the pits. Rick Dalton's only on an outlap. And next up is Cowie on his outlap. He's now saving up for
Denzo's
starting
not
his
human.
lap. And here he goes. So Rick and Siege are both on laps, and Siege is now going through sector 3. It's appearing purple through sector 2, but we're not sure what that means on this game. It sometimes comes up purple for times that are nowhere near. So we'll see what Siege can do. Tidy sector 3 from what we've seen. He's going to come across the line, and Siege does a 1:25.4. He's just behind Crooksy into P4. Then only 4 times set so far, and Sully is on an outlap. Cowie on his lap. That's not Cowie, sorry, that's Denzo. He's coming through on his in lap. Nunda's there on outlap 2, and Nunda, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to warm those tyres up.
We've got Rick on the lap.
Rick is on a lap, yep, he's getting past Crooksy. Delay it a whole 10 minutes, saying Quicklick. Yeah, Nunda. Well, Nunda should be back in the session, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's back in the session, he's on an outlap, of course he is. Rick Dalton then. How close can he get to his brother? Denzo is a 1. I can't remember what the set the time was now, it's gone. Down the back straight. Again, he's taking so much curb there. Gets a better entry onto the pit straight then, does Rick. DRS is open.
Another one. Is he going to get
not
second,
going to
I
be as
think?
quick, but it's clearly second. No, he's only a 10th off Denzo. He's only a 10th off. We've got a pole battle between the two brothers on our hands here. Just over a 10th off. Fantastic. Cowie's going to be next. So what can Cowie do? It's P3 for Cowie. 2,000th ahead of Tango. Really, really close margins then here. Sully's going to be next. 104.
Top 6, ridiculous times.
Yeah, the top 2 especially though. They're half a second clear of the rest of the pack. That's incredible. Sully then. He's now coming onto the straight. DRS is open. And he crosses the line as P3 for Sully, so he's a 10th and a bit ahead of Cowie and Tango. Siege then coming into the pits. We've got Nunda on a lap then. Chaz is in the pits after he validated his first attempt. Let's see what Nunda can do then. DRS is open. He's in sector 2. I'm not quite sure what the times are. It says he's been on this lap for 22 seconds. It's obviously because he's been... We normally see that in the race, don't we, these glitches, but I hope it doesn't give him a pole position with a lap like that. And now his time's completely gone. Oh, now it's back again. I'm not sure what's going on with Nunda there, but...
It says he's on 30 seconds now.
Yeah, that's what it said for me. It's obviously some sort of glitch. I hope that doesn't give him pole position. Nunda, if you're listening, oh God, what's this going to do? Surely it's not going to give him a 41-second pole position. No, it hasn't. Oh, he's on an outlap.
Wait, what? Oh no, it's a quali glitch. It's a quali glitch where he can't get on an outlap. Or on a lap, sorry, because he's constantly on an outlap. He needs to leave and rejoin.
I've not seen that before, but...
It happened to someone in Hungary in the championship. I can't remember who it was. It happened to Idolano. It happened to Idolano in the McLaren in Hungary. He needs to leave and rejoin.
I think he's already been out of the
he's on his
session.
outlap again.
Yeah, so he's on outlap now. Yeah, and then
he needs to leave and rejoin.
Yeah, well, Bill's saying leave and rejoin. Obviously, it's up to you if you want to do that. You should have about 5 spare invites. In fact, Bill will send you another couple of invites. And then if you, I think he's listening. Yeah, he's in the comments. So if you want to, once you get in the pits, leave and rejoin, then you should have enough time to go back out again anyway.
Yeah, it happened to Idolano in the championship in Hungary.
Yeah,
I remember.
Anyway, who is that? It's Denzo. Is he on? He's on another lap, Denzo. And he's up. He's only a 10th up through sector 1.
Yes, yeah. How is he not invalidated there? Oh, no, he's lost it. He's lost time completely.
Yeah, Denzo's gone there, isn't he? I think he's got enough fuel to save up and then go for another lap, isn't he?
Yeah.
He just needs to cool those tyres down. There's a big lock up there. He was deep coming into that corner, wasn't he? And we just see Nunda got up to P4 as he comes into the pits.
Maybe don't leave.
And he's now coming straight back out of the pits. Oh, I'm sure he probably set that time earlier on. That's probably the time he set earlier on.
It might have been
only
there
just
for him,
given
but
it
not
to
for
him,
us.
yeah, because he wouldn't have just given a random time anyway. Nunda's the only car on the track. Chaz is going to change that as Siege. And Siege, yeah, Siege. His car's in the pits, so not quite sure what's happened there. We were distracted by Nunda, but Siege isn't going to be going again, unfortunately. Yeah, he does say his car's in the
going
pits.
on one lap.
Yeah, Chazza, we've seen he's on an out lap. I had Nunda's problem in the race last week and I had to set 3Q1 times. It fixed third time around. Well, it's fixed for Nunda now, but his time only popped up as he was going through the pits. And Nunda was in the middle of the straight there in sector 2, and now he's in the pit lane. Yeah, I think it happened. Yeah, it happened to Jake Desai, didn't it? He was out on the track and he caused an incident, and he was actually in the pits. So I'm not sure if Nunda's in a session. Nunda, if you could get in the comments and let us know what's going on, if you're in the session or not, because obviously this is going to cause havoc, and I don't want this to get in the way of any other drivers, as we see a lot of them now going on their out laps. Their final run, but Siege and Nightwing obviously both out. I'm not sure what happened to Siege. Denzo and Rick are in the pits too. Of course, Denzo's already been out for a second run and he made a mistake on it, so hopefully he'll be able to get out. There's only 1 minute 40 left in the session though, and there's no movement yet. We're now seeing, I think that's racing points, so Rick Dalton is now coming out, and now we see another car coming out, and that is the Alfa Romeo of Denzo then, so he should make it just in time. Chaz on his out lap then. Nunda, we're not got a clue what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing really. I don't think he's in control of this.
I'll keep an eye on Chaz's lap.
It's incredibly close between Nunda, Cowie and Tango though, and then Crooksy even as well. But yet, Nunda's now in the pits, look. And he was in the middle of a straight a second ago. So hopefully that car doesn't spit out somewhere else. Right, Chaz is first to start his lap then. Now going through sector 1.
It says Nunda's now on the last corner. And now he's on the straight.
Yeah, now he's on the last corner. Now he's on the straight. Yeah, he's just in the pits. It's absolute. I don't know what is going on with Nunda. Yeah, he's now on an out lap. Hopefully this doesn't happen.
That, when this happened last time, like I think Jake the Slayer, who he had the problem, he had to leave the session because it was like an infinite qualifying, because he made it to the line when quali ended, but he couldn't set a lap. So
yeah, no, it's crazy. We'll see what happens at the beginning of the race. It might be a case that Nunda has to leave, but obviously his connection is not the best, and Chaz has took a bit too much of that curve there. He lost a couple of attempts there. He swooped in far too late. Obviously he does want to get this lap set at least, because it will put him up to 9th. He doesn't want to risk invalidating it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as good as the Q2, and Denzo has not made the line, so he's not be able to set a lap. Rick Dalton just made it with a second to go. Chaz is only up to P8 then, but he will start in 8th. Siege and Nightwing below him. So Denzo's not made the line, so Rick is going to have a free hit here. Tango's going to be next, and he's 4 temps up, and he needs to find that time anyway. Let's see what Tango does then. DRS is open. How much time can he find? He is up to P2. He's just ahead of Rick then. He's close to Denzo. He's within a tenth. Rick is up through sector 1, so he could improve still anyway. And Sully's about to come through the final corner. Let's see what he can do. I'm sure it's not going to be enough to challenge the top 3, but he's definitely going to close the gap. Sully crosses the line. He's still in P4. He's gained 2.5 temps there then. Nonetheless, his car's still on the track for some reason. Crooksy then a couple of temps up. Can he get up to P5? Yes, he can. We missed Cowie. Cowie just went there just ahead of Nunda, but Crooksy's then beat. Now he's up to P5. It's all down to Rick then, and he's down on his time coming out of sector 2. He only needs to find just under a tenth to get pole position from Denzo. He must have he crossed the line about a second to go, and then Denzo just missed out just behind. Here he comes, it's a good exit. Let's see if he can do it. Rick Dalton comes across the line, and he doesn't. He doesn't improve his attempt
He's
down.
so close to
Denzo takes pole position. Despite missing his final run, he managed to cling on to that. Tango stole that second place from Rick. Fantastic lap there from Tango. Unfortunately, Rick couldn't improve on his final run, which was pretty surprising. Maybe he felt the pressure a little bit there. Or maybe his brother was putting him off because he didn't get a go at his lap. Sully in P4 then, and look at how close that was in the end then. Gap, there we go, to leader. So close between the top four. Sully in fourth. It's close between the next four as well. Crooksy, Cowie, Nunda and Chazza, and then Siege. Not too sure why he didn't have a second run at it, but he's starting down in ninth, and ninth, obviously that quali ban. He'll start on the softs, the rest are going to be starting on the mediums. Great qualifying session there, yet again.
Nunda needs to leave.
Well, obviously this is qualifying, so we'll see how it goes at the beginning of the race, but I really wouldn't surprise if it came up saying, yeah, Nunda spinning around. Saying it, yeah, brilliant laps for everyone saying, doing it. Yeah, these time jumps are incredible. Getting the 124s is unbelievable, and we've got 4 drivers in the 124s, a few close to it as well. Cryptic supporting the Racing Point, and Marv and Tommy. Yeah, 2 reserves, and obviously Cryptic Racing Point driver himself. Well, Rick and Chaz are looking incredibly good, aren't they? Had a good race last week. Well, qualifying is especially good for them. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're waiting for. I'm not sure if this is just
Nunda.
Oh yeah, because Nunda's on an out lap, yeah.
And it's stuck on 1 second, so...
Yeah, that'll take a while, but even if Nunda was to leave the session, that car would still be going round. The 2 homies and then my team. Yeah. Oh, so we'll just wait for Nunda. This happened last season, didn't it? I mean, there we go. Oh, he's left the session now, I think. Because that car's now a ghost. But yeah, Nunda, I'm not sure what's going on with his internet. Could I get an invite? Bill, send Nunda an invite. Should have about 5 Nunda. I sent everyone about 5, but you might have used that many already.
Go.
So Bill's gonna get Nunda some invites.
When I can invite you, I will. Well, it's on the tails at the moment.
Yeah, both McLaren drivers, incredible team, but they're probably the 2 with the most connection problems. Alfa Romeo then on pole position. Great lap there from Denzo. That is, take nothing away from that. And he probably could have gone even quicker than that if he managed to get a second lap in. But Tango P2, good to see. I hope it doesn't kick him out just before the session. And then Rick makes up the top 3 then. Serious now, saying young Tommy. Yeah, you got this, Tommy, saying Cryptic Alibi. Not his internet. PS5 went off. TV went off. Well, Nunda's internet's played up before, but now it's PS5. It's playing up. Well, it serves you right. You're so lucky that you got one. So that's about all you deserve. Right.
Let me invite him.
You are getting an invite now, Nunda. As you can see, he's not quite in the session yet.
There you go.
You're just waiting for the cars to select their strategies now. Of course, top 9 starting on mediums. They don't get to choose that. Nightwing starting on softs. He doesn't get to choose that either. Go on the AlphaTauri lads, saying Dylan. AlphaTauri's young Tommy. And he got in the session in time so he can be there for the race, but I'm not too sure he's going to be back for the race. Well, he's got a tick on his name now, though, so I think he should be right, which is good to see. And there we go, and everyone is ready. Cars now away on their formation up. Let's have a look. I think Nunda is now into the session. We'll have a look at what tyres they are going to be starting on. So yeah, it is only 2 cars on the softs, and that is Nightwing in P10 and Rentbo in P20 on the softs too. And at the bottom 10, we got, as we just mentioned, Rentbo on soft, mediums for Jay Story, Young Tommy and Sean, and then the other 6 drivers are on the hards. I think 6 started on the hards last night as well for the championship. This is going to be interesting. It is Nunda in the session. He's not in the session yet, unfortunately. He's cars chopping down the order on the formation lap. For the moment saying HDMI problem, Ethernet cable issue. Oh, I'm not going to read all that. Cowie, P6. Look who he's next to. Crooks, he and P5. These two, the battles of last season were incredible between these two. They got aggressive, but they kept it clean, and they're both incredibly quick. Yeah, the top four
Denzo's
did look.
going super fast on the formation.
Yeah, he's speeding ahead, isn't he? Yeah, top four did look in a league of their own in that quali session, didn't they? A few temps clear of the rest of the pack, but we know at the start, obviously, if we have a train like we did yesterday, anyone can get involved. To see if anyone's going to be aggressive enough to go for a move. But yeah, Denzo's going to get pretty cold tyres, isn't he? He might start to slow down, and he's virtually stopped on the track now. Tango in P2, Rick in P3, Sully 4th, Crooksy 5th, Cowie 6th, Nunda 7th. Still not in the session, unfortunately. Chazza 8th, Young Tommy, Siege 9th, Nightwing 10th. Sean 11th, Arthur 12th, Shadows 13th, Young Tommy 14th, Bradfield in 15th, Marvsky 16th, J Story 17th, Dan in 18th, Serious Mushroom in 19th, and Rentbo down in 20th. She's going to be aggressive from these fresh softs at the beginning of the race with a few of the drivers on hards in front. So they've got to watch out. Denzo now then takes up his place on the grid. I never use my TV for anything else, that's why I have it on. Just turn the TV on and beat PlayStation and turn itself on, saying cryptic. Yeah, trying to help Nunda out in the comments, aren't they? With his issues, and yeah, he's not back in the session yet. He might just not be. He might be in the session. He just might not be able to take control of his car.
Nunda's going to lift off if he has out the session.
Situation as well. We'll see. Will it let us start the race, or is anyone spinning around for you? It says Nunda's in P1 now.
That's it.
It says Nunda's in P1. We've got lights, and the cars are revving up as well, so this is going to be a genuine start. Lights out, and away we go then, and Denzo gets a decent start. I think Nunda is in his car, but he's falling down the order. Sully's down to P6, he's had a poor start then. So Denzo in P1, goes round the outside of Tango, and we've got cars lagging, with cars ghosting. Oh, and they've got to be careful of each other there. And there's contact, and Serious Mushroom, and Sean's had an off, he's down at the back. And Cowie's getting past Crooksy for P5. We saw 4 go side by side here yesterday. We're not going to see the
Rick
same
Dalton
today,
and Tango
though.
are still side by side.
And Rick Dalton and Tango, they are side by side. We're having a look at them, and they make contact. And Tango just about keeps that place. Rick's on the switchback.
What
and
a switch! Oh, and Tango's gone.
Tango's lost it then, so McLaren's are having a dreadful start. And Nightwing's down. He's up into P6, sorry. Nightwing's had a fantastic start. Marvsy's falling down the order too. Serious Mushroom down in last. Both Mercedes are last, and both Red Bull 17th and 18th. It's like reverse for realistic. Denzo's a second clear from Rick. Nunda's getting past Young Tommy's P10. Mushroom then, obviously on different strategies. I'm not sure what happened to Sean there, but they're not too far back. They're both going to be able to catch back up. And Nunda then, I'm not sure why he's not showing a time on his screen, but he is having problems connecting, isn't he? So yeah, the two brothers are starting to pull away already, aren't they? Denzo in particular,
Young
got a
Tommy's
yellow
gone.
flag, and that's for Young Tommy.
It's
Young
the death
Tommy,
curve.
unfortunately, he's hit into the wall, isn't he? He's not hit the wall, he's got no wing damage still. So cars are avoiding wing damage, aren't they? They're spinning, but they're managing to stay out of it.
Are you sure you haven't put that, like, no damage on or something?
I'm pretty sure. We saw Bradfield found that out in quali. Denzo
yeah.
always playing around with the bloody standing things. Denzo's in 7th now, according to this. We know he's in P1, he's pulling away from his brother Rick Dalton, isn't he? So yeah, Young Tommy's fallen down to the back after that spin, not quite sure if there was contact with another car or not. Serious Mushroom's falling further back on the hard tyres as well, not sure if he's got damage, no he hasn't, he's just taking it cautiously for now on these hard tyres. Best thing to do, probably saving up fuel as well, don't want to get involved in the tangles in front. And there we go, it's starting to fix itself as they come through sector 1, there we go then. And Rentbo and Jay Story, they're side by side. Rentbo's going to go around the outside of her teammate for the day.
Crooksy and Sully are side by
Crooksy
side
and Sully,
too.
yes they are. We've got to watch this battle. And Crooksy stays in front. Sully's got to watch out from Nightwing though. Did Rentbo get the move done? Yes, she did on her teammate. Good move there from Rentbo. Obviously on the fresh soft zone. She's got Bradfield and Marcy to catch up to as well. Nightwing's going on Sully then. And on the soft tyres, he gets the move done. Sully's going to look strong on the switchback though. And Nightwing, oh, Nightwing come across there, but he's got the move done. He's 5 places gained. This was his strategy from starting on the soft scene. Get positions at the beginning. He's just got to look after those tyres over.
Oh, shit.
Go for hard. So,
Oh,
yeah,
that's my wheel.
Out of the race.
So yeah, the damage is
no,
on.
why have I done that?
And there's a safety car. And that's
The
the
damage
first
is
safety
on.
car we've had for a couple of weeks. And guess why?
Why have I done that?
It's the
What
last
happened?
time he ever reserves in the Premier
I
League.
don't know.
I know I said it last
Didn't hit
time.
the curb.
And Nightwing is in the pits, yes, and Nightwing is going to be in the pits. It's going to be medium now for Nightwing. Can't go to hard cement from here. So it's helped Nightwing's strategy in a way, and he's not going to come out last because Renfro's in the pits too. Jay Story's in the pits as well, so Red Bull's going to have to double stack, but that's not a problem because they'll be able to catch back up. With the safety car being out, young Tommy, of course, though, might jump ahead of Jay Story here as he's not having to double stack. Everyone else starting the mediums and hards, so they'll just retain their position.
Do the teams still have like an equal pit crew, or is Red Bull still faster?
Yeah, I'm not. I presume it's on equal, but not too sure. I'll go and Google it. So Alfa Romeo, P1 and P3. Whilst we can have a look at the position change now, and yeah, as you can see, Cowie gained 3 positions, and yeah, Tango really lost out. He's dropped 10 positions down to P12 after he had that spin. Not sure if as Rick Dalton's locking up there. Not sure why he's pushing it so hard. Yeah, I'm not sure if Tango made contact with Rick Dalton, but they were side by side for a long time, weren't they?
Yeah.
And already there's a DNF, already there's a safety car, which is more than we had last week. Actually, we had a safety car last week for an incident involving Bradfield, funny enough, as well. That weren't his fault last week, to be fair, was it? It was a car hit into him, but...
Rick Dalton and Tango were side by side throughout the whole of Sector 1.
They were. It was an incredible battle there. Obviously, we see yesterday, though, Sloth and Weisheng were side by side battling each other for about 20 laps, and they, no damage. They kept it clean completely, didn't hit each other. Rick took him out, saying Liam. Of course, Rick was under fire last week, wasn't he, as well, for an incident or two he's involved in, so it's another one we're going to have to look at. I'm sure Tango will be getting that an incident report if that was the case, Liam. Of course, Liam is Tango's McLaren compatriot from the championship. He got P2 yesterday. He had a fantastic drive. Fortunately for McLaren, it's not been so good today. They've both lost positions on the opening laps, and of course they've both got issues staying in the lobby. Yeah, Sully had a slow start, didn't he? He managed to get a position back though after Tango then dropped down, but he lost out to both Crooksy and Cowie. Crooksy lost out to Cowie himself. Cowie managed to get past Crooksy, Sully, and then obviously Tango as well. I think it was due to internet connection.
Interesting.
Oh, he's talking about Bill was streaming. Yeah, stream looked good other times you've done it, but today it's off. Yeah, I know. Jake obviously hasn't been watching the whole stream. I'm not at home today, so I'm not supposed to be streaming, but Bill's internet's even worse. Don't listen, does he?
Well, I mean, it is.
Sully in 5th, yeah. I'm not sure there's any damage for any of these cars, though. I mean, Rick, did he get any damage? He might have just swooped across and then took Tango out. But yeah, he's still got 2 end plates. Hopefully, safety car's going to come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I guess
internet quality is shocking, obviously, here, but I'm only meant to be streaming every other Saturday, but with Bill's internet issues at the moment. No, at least we've got a stream. More than what we had with you.
Thanks,
after
mate.
halfway through.
It lasted.
Yeah, I'm sure we'd rather have a poor quality stream than a stream that's probably going to cut out. Bill fixed it. Fixed what? If so, he could stream it fixed that his connection's crap. I don't think so. Safety cars in this lap. From Idenzo is going to be doing the restart. And now this is not a good position for Idenzo. What do you do? Do you help your brother or your teammate? You might hold them up and try and give Cowie an opportunity to get him past his brother. Obviously being his teammate, but he might want to help his brother out. I know if I had a brother, I definitely wouldn't help them out at all.
Well, I was going to say, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Rick Dalton's the one helping his brother out. He's holding back by about 1.5 seconds at the moment. And Denzo's gone, and yeah, Rick has just held back, and he's held him all off, although he has got a good exit, and he's catching up to Denzo here. He's going to clear air, though. But he is gaining. He's got the ERS open. He's going to be aggressive. We are underway again. It's close here between Nightwing and Serious Mushroom. Nightwing on those medium tyres, but of course he's... Oh, and Tango's getting past Shadows of P11.
Farf and Siege are side by side.
Gets the move done. Let's have a look at Farf and Siege then. Shaz has got a red X just ahead of him there, and Siege and Farf. Farf's going to go on the inside. He's on the hard tyres though, Farf. Is he going to get the move done? Siege breaks later. We got a good view here
Oh,
from
it's
Nunda.
so close.
And it is close. They're still side by side. Will Farf back out of it through this sector? They touch again. Farf goes around. Farf goes on the inside. Siege gets the move done. Absolutely fantastic move there from Siege. But Farf's going to go for it round the outside. He's lost it. He's gone flying there, Farf. And he avoids the wall. He went over the gravel. See his brakes obviously went there. And he comes back onto the track just behind Shadows then. Down to P12. He's lost a few places from that. Tan goes up behind Dan Murphy. Not mentioned Dan Murphy, but he's gained 9 positions. He's up into P9. Shadows down to P12. Then he's let Farf back through. We've got a train behind Shadows, haven't we? And he had a battle at the top. The gaps are just opening up again, aren't they? Crooksy under pressure from Sully though, but Sully is clear of Chazza. So Sully's getting his skates on. He wants those positions back from Cowie and Crooksy, doesn't he? And they're keeping it all clean together. Dan Murphy in an orange sandwich at the moment. And we've got a yellow flag and another safety car. Jay Story's lost it in the same place as Bradfield. The 2 cars that caused the safety car last week are the 2 cars that caused safety cars here again. Denzo comes in the pits. Rick stays out then. So there we go. And he's let Cowie past him though from doing that. So
Rick,
he's staying out. Denzo's going to do something different. Chaz is doing something different too.
What are they doing?
And Rick has had to let Cowie pass. So Cowie takes the lead of the race. Because Rick went into the pit lane, Cowie was rightfully allowed to overtake him. Rick then decided not to pit to tease his brother. I think he was. Trying to follow him into the pits and decided against it. Because he went 4 wheels over that white line into the pit, it registered he was going into the pits. Cowie had the right to overtake him. Rick then decided to abort the pit, so that will stand. Cowie is in the lead. He's rightfully past Rick Dalton, and obviously Rick had to hold up there because it would have said 5-second penalty for illegal overtake. Absolutely right. Cowie takes the lead. Everyone